the flag jump, and then once he's on the ground and gets around, he will be narrating the rest of their show. We want to say a great big thank you to the folks at Southwest Airlines. Head west for less. Southwest Airlines flies from Long Island, MacArthur to the West Coast for a lot less than you'd expect. Visit southwest.com today. All right, let's see if we've got the aircraft. Jumper is away. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look. Accelerating through 120 miles per hour is Will Fleming, and he's going to be coming in, and we'll be back as WHLI rejoins us here in just a couple of seconds. Thank you, Joe Santa. Look skyward, ladies and gentlemen, as Will Fleming is at terminal velocity. When he reaches about 3,000 feet, he will reach back with his right hand and toss out the pilot chute and then deploy the black and gold canopy of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Here he comes. He's at 4,000 feet. He's got an altimeter on his left wrist. There's 3,000. And at 2,500 feet, you got the first canopy. Now, as he comes down, this is what I'm going to want you to do. We're going to do the national anthem. As you see, Ed Hamill making smoke around the jumper. He's up there going to make small circles, tight ones around him, and he's going to be inbound for the national anthem. When it comes time to do the national anthem, I'm going to ask that all of you stop whatever you are doing and wherever you are, and I'm going to ask that you remove your caps and join me in the singing of the national anthem as we honor our country, honor our flag, and honor the men and women who serve under that flag in all of our armed forces. The Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, and of course, the Army. Look at that. Is that a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen? Let's hear a nice round of applause for Will Fleming being circled by Ed Hamill, the Air Force Reserve biplane. What a beautiful sight it is. Now, as he reaches an altitude of about 1,500 feet above the beach, Sergeant First Class Rob Mays, who's the ground coordinator, will give the cue, and we'll be doing our air show opening. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop whatever you're doing and join me in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Will Fleming, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, a dead center landing with the American flag all the way in there. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? And there we go. Go ahead and run it, guys.
Demonstrate the Army's capability to strategically insert a small group of specially trained soldiers.
The speed of this aircraft has been slowed to 120 miles per hour. The jumpers are out, and the smoke is on. We now have members of the Black Demonstration Team in free fall, rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. The initial part of the formation is called the base, as it is actually launched from our aircraft. As the outside flyers fly closer and closer together, they use their arms, legs, and shoulders as flight controls, allowing these jumpers to safely complete this formation. Jones Beach, there you have a beautiful Golden Knight formation, rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. As this formation continues to fly at 120 miles per hour, the free fall photographer will circle this formation. As these jumpers approach 5,000 feet, the team leader pops up, signaling the outside jumper to perform our bomber's maneuver. Working on the same set of signals, the jumpers in the base will reach back and ignite their smoke. And there you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Now, as I stand out here and narrate for you all today, I look around and I see some very lively-looking people. I know this is my second year on the Golden Knights, and this is actually my second time coming to Jones Beach. I was kind of happy when we found out we were coming back to this venue again because I was like, hey, I want to narrate this show again. So, I don't know who was here last year, but I do know who's here this year. Why don't you all show my teammates some love, Jones Beach? Trust me, at 1,000 feet, these jumpers can hear you up under those canopies. Just as when I came in here with the nation's colors, I got so pumped and so stoked listening to you, show my teammates the same love that you showed me. There we go. At 1,000 feet, the jumper will do what is called a wind penetration check, checking his distance and speed across the ground. And there you have a beautiful Golden Knight landing by our free fall photographer, ladies and gentlemen. While continuing to direct your attention skyward, you may notice the first jumper, the stack leader, setting up for his initial approach into the target area. He will slowly turn onto his base leg, and then he will set up on final approach. Once this jumper sets up on his final approach, all his concentration will shift to a small white dot located in the center of the orange X. Notice the movements that this jumper makes with his steering lines as he brings it over for a beautiful dead center landing, Jones Beach. The number 2 jumper, not to be outdone by his partner, as we are a very competitive group of folks that you see here. Notice the movements that this jumper makes with his steering line, slowing his forward speed as he brings it over the target for another beautiful target landing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it may appear as if 2 canopies have become entangled, but that is not the case. These jumpers are performing the facet of the sport. This one being called canopy relative work. Notice the colors that they have underneath them as they dangle our beautiful smoke chain. And notice another beautiful dead center landing, ladies and gentlemen. Our next jumper, slowly bringing his parachute over the target area. He is flying the Army Strong flag. Because as we all know, Jones Beach, there is strong, and then there's what? That's it, Army Strong. Now, if you go ahead and direct your attention skyward, you may notice that these 2 jumpers flying this biplane formation right here into this target area. These 2 jumpers can carry on a conversation just like me and this young lady right here. The top jumper is in total control of this formation. He's better known as the pilot. The bottom jumper is known as the navigator. He will relay all altitude and heading directions to the pilot. Notice the maneuver movements that they make with their steering lines as they slowly turn in on their final approach. Also, Jones Beach, if you look at the flag that these jumpers are bringing in for your display purposes today, you'll notice that they're flying a beautiful New York State flag, ladies and gentlemen, of Jones Beach. Now, while continuing to look at these parachutes, you may notice 7 large openings in the front. Those allow air to be forced in, thus inflating the flexible wing glider. The pilot brings the biplane formation over the target, and you hear the command break for 2 beautiful target landings, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like more information about America's largest corporation, the United States Army, please feel free to contact your local recruiter who is located here at today's show. Precision, discipline, and teamwork that is exhibited by our competitors and demonstrators is also displayed by the Golden Knights Elite Aviation Section, nicknamed Team 6. The pilots who fly the team's aircraft average more than 5,500 flight hours per aviator, and the maintenance technicians who have the mission of keeping these aircraft flying average more than 10 years of military service. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Black Demonstration Team for the 2008 Airshow season. all members of your United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights. Now, in keeping with the long-standing Golden Knights tradition, a distinguished member has moved forward and been introduced to the team leader. He'll receive a baton, which was flown in free fall today, and meet each of the individual team members. Mr. Michael J. Geiger has spent 27 years with the New York State Department of Transportation, all of which have been with the Long Island office in Hop.